grant program. It's a very important process to go through. It's very much a community-based process. Firstly, it's the community that identifies who are the vulnerable beneficiaries. It's not planned that decides that, it's the local community. So there's a committee that's established that does two things. It identifies the vulnerable beneficiaries, plus it identifies what projects they want to complete through the Cash for Work program. So the communities have identified things like establishment of temporary learning spaces, debris clearing, and construction of transitional shelter. So these are the community priorities. So we work with the local community to identify those beneficiaries who are the most vulnerable. And we'll be interviewing a couple of those today and showing you examples of the transitional shelter program. The second important thing is that this program is also integrated with other donors, such as WFP. At the same time as implementing this Cash for Work program, we had a partnership with WFP to distribute food. Why was that? The first reason, people needed the food at the time. Plus, we didn't want all the cash that people were getting through the Cash for Work program to be spent just on food. So our post-distribution monitoring showed that the Cash for Work beneficiaries, what did they spend their money on? They spent their money on shelter and they spent their money on education. Some of the cash went for food to complement what WFP were providing, but we didn't want 100% of the beneficiaries to spend all their money on food. We wanted an injection of cash into the local economy to provide those beneficiaries with opportunities of rebuilding their shelters. So that's two important points there. It's a community-based Cash for Work unconditional cash program, plus it's also integrated with other programs supported by Plan. One other example is that you'll see a transitional shelter program that's been supported by our Cash for Work beneficiaries here. The materials were supplied by USAID, the tarpaulins, the cocoa lumber, the shelter kits. Now we've integrated that program with the Echo Cash for Work program. So it's a really good example of how donors are working together to ensure the best outcomes and the best impact for affected populations.